Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. It's Sunday, in case you didn't realise, and yes, I know I'm a day late putting this video up, or doing this video even. I was kind of having a bit of a wrangle with myself, probably the best way to put it, and that script in my head was sort of going, "No, don't do it this week. Leave it. You didn't do it yesterday, so leave it. Don't bother. Just skip it and do it next week." And I thought I could do that, or I could just come on and just say it as it is and just be real. So got on scales yesterday, as I normally do, and I've actually put on 1.5 pounds. I know, so absolutely gutted with that. Was it what I deserved? To start with, I thought no, I didn't deserve that because I have been excellent in my opinion. But then I thought, hold on, let's just backtrack here a little bit. Yes, you've been sticking to it probably 90% of the time, but you have been on holiday. You have had an Indian this week, which was lovely, kind of unexpected. It was a birthday surprise. Yeah, anyway, we went along to that, so that was great. We went along and had that lovely meal. And we've been out a couple of times and eaten out. So again, you're kind of not really sticking to the calories that you should be. So all in all, I thought after 2 weeks off, first week I maintained, as you know, maybe you remember, this week I've gained 1.5 pounds. So over the 2 weeks, 1.5 pounds on is probably, most people come away very happy with that. And they'd say, that's great. So yeah, I'm okay with it now. That's not the real reason why I didn't come on yesterday. We've just been super busy, and it was my eldest son's birthday yesterday, and we just had lots to do. And the time ran away with me, and I just didn't end up getting on and doing it. So that's not the real reason why I haven't come on, to be honest. But nevertheless, because I didn't do it yesterday, I had a gain today. It was sort of like, oh, should I bother, or should I just wait till next week, and then hopefully we've got it off and it'll all sound good. But that's silly, because that's not real life. And actually, I've had 2 weeks off with my husband. We've had a great time. Haven't done that much damage. It's all good. So I'm fine with it. Absolutely cool with it. And it's back on plan today. And I'm not even up. And again, the other thing I thought of doing was sort of like, well, if I try and claw back a few calories each day, then that will probably work, and maybe it will. But then I thought, you're also going to get extremely fed up with that, and you probably won't stick to it. And then I know myself, and I'll end up grazing more than I should, and before I know it, I haven't done good. So I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to just get back on track, and I know just if I stick to the 14 to 1500, I think I'm sort of like in the 1500 club. That seems to kind of suit me. I know I've probably gone over a few times, which is why I've had the gain. But I think if I stick to the 1500, I think that'd be fine. I really do. I think I'll be absolutely cool with that. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan next week. I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to stick in the 1500 club, and watch the portion control sizes and just see if that does it. But I'm still learning. I really am. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today. Got that bit out of the way, so we've had the game, move on, what we're going to do about it. I'm really sort of looking at portion control now, because that's what I think has been lacking for me. Doing the Slimming World train journey has been great, absolutely fabulous, and I will always recommend that to anybody who's first starting out, and I will carry on saying that. However, what it didn't teach me was portion control. I think I mentioned that in the last vlog. So done a little bit of sort of research myself, and just sort of looking into portion control, and it seems to be that we are now eating way more than we used to, say 30 years ago, and our portion sizes have gone up considerably. So we're probably eating more than we actually realise, and that actually stands water, because when I'm counting the calories, when I'm doing a meal each day, I'm shocked sometimes at how it all adds up, and you think, I can't be up to 400 calories already for that, but you are. So how I've kind of broken it down is for breakfast, put the notes down here so I don't forget. For breakfast, I'm trying to stick to 300. Sometimes it goes over to 314, but around about 300. Lunch is 400. Dinner is 420, and that leaves me 280 for snacks. Now I'm big person on snacking. I've always loved to graze. Don't see that changing anytime soon. Don't see why it should change anytime soon if it's something that I like to do and it suits me. So I think I would rather cut back a little bit on the kind of main meals and just allow myself 280, or even if I have my dinner for 400, that gives me another 20, so 300 for snacking. Now I know that sounds quite a lot, but you don't get a lot for 300. I'm using a lot of the Mikado in the evening. I don't know if anyone knows about them. Mikado sticks, you get like the dime ones, milk ones, white chocolate ones, and they, when on Slimming World, they were like half a sin, and in calories they're 11. And one of those you can sort of munch on it, especially if you've got a cup of tea, you can sort of have a little nibble and another sip of tea and so on. So one of those little sticks can kind of last you, and you can have 5, like 55 calories, which is no more really than an apple. So they are becoming a firm favourite. So yeah, that's really where I'm at with it at the moment, is just trying to stick to that. Then I know each day I'm going to come in at the sort of 1400. I also bought a board. I've left it downstairs. I'll put a photograph of that on the Facebook page or something. I got it in Primark, and it's just got like the days of the week, and I guess you can just put anything on there that's of importance to you. It's got some chalk with it. But what I thought each day, so it was a visual, because it goes obviously like Monday through to Sunday, is I write each day at the end of the day what I've ended up on calorie wise, which is going to be a nice visual. So as the week progresses, I can kind of see where I am, and if I have slightly gone over one day, you know, something, okay, maybe it's only like 30 calories or something, you know, that you could kind of adjust it, and so I can come in at the amount I want to at the end of the week. So I'm going to try that for next week. I've also bought a bigger book. Got that in Sainsbury's. It was bargain, 75p. 75p for that. It's lined, and yes, I quite like these things as well, because then you can, you know, wherever you finished at, you can kind of keep your place, so to speak. But it's a nice big book, and because at the moment I've been using a book this sort of size, and I'm scribbling on it constantly, writing down, you know, how much I'm having, and you know, before I eat, I make sure I've worked out the calories and things, and I just found that that's not really kind of big enough. So I just thought something like that would be better, and I'm going to sort of write down in there everything I have, and you know, other bits and pieces as well, maybe sort of my thoughts on the day. At the end of the day, I thought I might sort of write how I felt that day went, and just some little motivators and things. I don't know, I'll see how it goes, but as I work with it, I'll share that with you. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm a great one for changing things up, because you can't stay the same. Nothing stays the same, so you've got to kind of keep moving forward. So it works well for me, is to sort of gives me something like, oh yeah, I'm going to try that tomorrow, and I've got quite excited about that. I should get out more. But it just, for me, if I have the same thing, I'm just doing the same thing. It works for some people, I guess, and people like continuity and they don't like change. For me, I like it when I change things up, and I do it a lot, because it keeps me motivated. So that's just something new I'm going to try. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about the portion control. Just double check, missed out anything. Yeah, just other things I'm trying to do, as well as having a slightly smaller plate. I've got myself a couple of, a little, I think you've probably seen on some of the pictures, I've got like a little heart-shaped plate, and that really kind of works visually, because it's not quite as big as, say, hubby's plate or my dad's plate. So when I'm dishing up our meals, mine still looks as full as theirs, even though I might not have as much. And I'm learning the sort of other things that fill you up that are not calorie dense. So things like, I mean, your mushrooms, you could have 100 grams of mushrooms, and when they're sliced up, that's quite a lot, and they're only like 22 calories. So I put as much as I can, things like that on my plate. Lots more salad, and the usual suspects. I teach you how to suck eggs, but it's that kind of thing. Trying to eat a little bit more slowly, watching the portion size. So I used to have, because chicken and things like that's always been free on Slimming World, I'd have maybe sometimes 2 chicken breasts, whereas now it's only the one, because it's about 200 something calories, obviously depending on the size of the chicken breast. I weigh and measure everything, write everything down, so that's really kind of helping. But yeah, that's kind of all I would say, really. If you can watch the portion, watch the size, watch what you're eating, sort of try and be a bit more mindful about what you're eating and give your full attention to it, so not on your phone, not kind of watching, I don't know, some program or other, Coronation Street or something where you're snacking, to try and give your attention to the food you're eating. And that, for me, that seems to be helping as well, because I feel more satisfied, because it's like I've given it the attention it deserves, because I'm doing this for me, for my body. So yeah, that's working really well. So I think that's it. I think that's rambled on long enough. So I hope there's a few little tips in there for you moving forward. Again, thanks again for all your lovely comments and shares, and that's great. I'm always so chuffed when I get comments and, you know, people signing up and saying that, you know, some of the things I say help them, and that's great. That keeps me going as well. That's so motivating. And I just finally finished up with, I've just done some more. They smell so good here. I've actually had one already, just to try, of course, to make sure they're okay before I show it you. But these are some more breakfast bars. You can kind of see them there. So I made 6, and they're 314 calories each. So you could have them for breakfast. They're just yummy bars, and they've got banana in, courgette, carrot, Whitworth shots, porridge oats, a little bit of melted butter in this one. This is a different recipe I've tried. Pumpkin seeds, cherries, almonds, you name it, it's in there. So they're very dense, absolutely beautiful. They smell delicious because they're still warm from the oven. But yeah, they make either a great breakfast, so you could have one of those little squares with, I don't know, maybe some fat-free Greek yogurt and a few berries with it, just to, you know, make it look a bit more. That's the sort of size of them. So I'm going to show you. That's the size and the depth of them, so you can kind of get a feel for it. So although they're small, they are fairly dense, and so with a little bit of yogurt or Greek yogurt or some fruit, it will make a great either a breakfast or a snack, or even an evening snack, I suppose. A cup of tea would be quite nice, because they're a bit like a flapjack as well. So yeah, that's them. Yeah, anything you would like to see, please just let me know, and I'll do my very best to share that with you as well and do that for you. Okay, well that's it for now. I've got a joint of lamb, slow roasting. I've got my youngest son round today with his children. So as always, busy in the kitchen. I realise that's my life, baking and blogging. I absolutely love it. So yeah, until we meet again, thanks for sharing, thanks for being with me, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care, bye.